The whistle though? Ooh, the piano. Ooh. Okay, we are finally here. We're finally here. I've been pushing this album reaction off for the longest of times, mainly because I've been saying this in so many of my reactions. I don't know what I have and haven't said it in, but I've been having like some teeth pains, so it's been a struggle to one, sometimes stream, and two, when I do stream, I'll like get to a point to where my teeth start to bother me, and so I end up wrapping up stream early. I've been trying to listen to Joy's album for like at least a week or two now. Like for it feels that way for sure. And I'm finally getting around to it. I was supposed to have taken a look at it on Monday. I didn't end up streaming on Monday. But now we're here and we're going to be taking a look at it. From Joy with Love, the first mini album. An official release from her. Now, by the time you are seeing this album, I'll already have my reaction to the music video up, as well as the microphone or live stage like, what is it called? The live stage practice or something like, it's something along the lines of that. But that'll be posted already by the time you're seeing this. So if that's something that you're interested in seeing, definitely check that out, because I'm not gonna waste much of your time, to be honest. I'm just really excited to get into this album. I feel like I've been pushing this off for so long. I'm not gonna sit here and yap and make you guys wait. I've been waiting long enough. Also, as you can see, I'm slightly losing my voice. The previous video I just took a look at, I got incredibly excited. A little too excited while watching that, and so I'm slightly losing my voice, so forgive me for that throughout the entirety of this album reaction. That being said, though, I don't have too much to say. I do have a disclaimer, and then I'll talk to you about the first track we're about to get into for the album. But, disclaimer, I am someone who pauses and rewinds a lot, and I do mean a lot. I do that a lot with my music videos. I do that doubly with albums, especially when I really, really like songs. And so, that's something that you're not interested in. Definitely find someone else. Oh my goodness. 1 second. My voice keeps cracking. And because of that, I'm kind of struggling as always. But if that's something that you're not interested in, definitely find someone else who doesn't do that as often as I do. Another thing is, if you find yourself enjoying this reaction or this album first listen with me, any of it at all, definitely do the cringy YouTuber thingies of like, commenting, and or subscribing. Any one of the three is helpful to me. Me saying this sometimes works. But as you can kind of see, the very first song on the album is Love Splash. Now, something that I do, if this is your first time seeing an album reaction from me, one thing that I don't do is I don't re-listen to songs on an album that I've already done a reaction to. At least you're not going to see this in, like, this album reaction. I already have a reaction up to this song up on the channel. So if you wish to see my initial reaction to Joy's Love Splash, definitely go check out that video. But what you will see is kind of like my final thoughts. So like a bit of a wrap up. I am going to listen to the song again, something that I always do. Even though I don't put my reaction to the song in the video, I always re-listen to every single song on the album, even if it's a song that I've listened to already, especially when it comes to things like pre-releases, title tracks, and all of that. I don't care if I just heard it. I always listen to it again just to kind of get a feel for the album, just in case there's maybe some form of an order or some form of like logic to how it is that you listen to the album. I do it every single time, it doesn't matter. But again, because it's something that I've already reacted to, you guys will need to see me react to it again. And so you can find that over there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into this album. I'm going to add Love Splash to the playlist it needs to go into. I'm going to check the credits just to see if there are any writing creds from her on this song, as we'll do with the rest of the songs. And I will see you guys in a bit with my final thoughts. And then, well, final thoughts on this song, and then we'll go into the rest of the album together. So see you guys in a second. What's that sound that I'm hearing? I can't tell if it's a guitar or what. I'm sorry. I'm childish. I'm childish. Bubbly sounds too. I am a child. I'm sorry. I know it's beach balls. I said this in the music video too. It still sounds like beach balls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, because a splash at the end too. Stop. Don't even do it. No, bro, because I genuinely forgot how much I enjoyed that song because I knew that I was gonna be listening to her album. I don't listen to songs again until I listen to it again in the album. I didn't even have this in a playlist because again, I didn't want to run the risk of this song popping up in a playlist and me like hearing it again because I wanted the experience of just listening to the song again to be fresh. And I genuinely just forgot how much I enjoyed the song. I love like the little rappy bits too that we kind of got from her. You didn't see this part, but there is like a part of the song. Um, I'm gonna go back to it so that I can play it for this part. So just give me 1 second. Okay, I'm just gonna start from this part of the chorus. So like the part after the LOVE part, for some reason, when I hear that, I like very strongly. And maybe I don't know what song it's reminding me of, but it's like it very strongly gives me Red Velvet vibes. Obviously, she is a member of Red Velvet, duh. But like just that very specific part after the LOVE part, I just really get strong Red Velvet vibes from that part. And I really, really like that. It's so good. It sounds really good. I love that pre-chorus too. I think that pre-chorus, oh, that pre-chorus and/or the bridge could be my favorite part of the song. I want to say that pre-chorus, though, the way it comes in every single time, her voice on that pre-chorus too. Oh, it's so good. I really like this song. I do. I don't know how it's gonna compare to other songs on this album, but I do like this sound from her. I love how playful the instrumental was. Again, I love the little bubbly sounds. I really like everything that we're getting from it, and then her ad libs at the end there. Oh man, well, the ad libs before we got to the part that kind of that we got at the start of the song, but repeated itself towards the end with the beach balls, whatever you want to say. The part before that where she was kind of like popping off with the ad libs. Really, really like this song. Now, before we do get into the next song, I did just say a second ago, I don't know how the song is going to compare to the other songs on the album. Something that I do for every single album that I listen to, doesn't matter how small that album is, I always rank it. And so we will be doing that with Joys as well. Because this is the only song that I've listened to on the album, we can't really find a place to place it at the moment. So we'll kind of figure that out once we get into the next song and listen to that. But do know that that's something that I will be doing. And then at the very end, if we find ourselves like being a little confused or unsure as to where a song is going to be placed, I'll do like a quick like jump through of the songs again to see where it places, and then we'll have our final ranking there. If I feel pretty sure on the songs and the placements of those songs, and we won't have to worry about that. But again, that's something for future us to do. We've only listened to one song. I have taken a look at the credits, and I have added Love Splash to the playlist it's needed to go into. In terms of the credits wise, she doesn't have any writing creds on this, which is absolutely fine. I always just like to check those things just in case an artist does write anything on their song or produce anything on their songs. I just like to do that just to give them credit. I did see a familiar name though. I always say Danke. I don't actually know how you pronounce their name, but it's Danke. That person is someone who I've enjoyed has been on some songs that I really, really found myself enjoying. So I do hope that I find myself saying that name across some other songs in this album. But we are just going to wrap that up and move on to the next song in the album together, which is Get Up and Dance. I'm excited. Let's go. Oh? Ooh. Oh, that. Wait, okay. Wait, sorry. You've already got me with a... Oh. Nah. I think I'm gonna really like the song from her. I love the claps, man. I said that was a horn, but that wasn't a piano. What the hell was that? Was it actually a horn? It was some kind of a thingy. Whatever it was nice. but also, what we're about to get into? Yeah, I know. Nah, cause this sound really suits her. Nah, I like this one. Okay, I'm getting some horns in the background. I love that. Oh, there's no way. Did this top love splash for me? I think it has. No. Nah, because when she does that, oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I had the microphone, oh my goodness. There's like a way that this part of the song makes me feel, and it's in a good way. I don't know what this is reminiscent of to me. It's giving, because there's not an organ here, but it's almost, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like the one thing that I keep wanting to say is like this part for some reason gives church to me too. But I've said that with a few songs I've listened to on this channel. But I was about to say the same thing with that. Maybe it's like soulful. There's like something about the instrumental here. This is also a song. This is also a song that I feel like I could find myself hearing in some form of a movie. I don't know what kind of movie. I could also probably see it in a movie. I was about to say I could probably see it in a TV show too, but no, a movie feels a bit more fitting. I could see this as like the soundtrack, or like one of the songs on the soundtrack to a movie. I love those horns, bro. I love these pops too. Get up and dance now, everybody. That's so good though. It's so catchy too. Nah, I think I do like that more. I don't know. That's such an upbeat song, but it is a song that makes you want to get up and dance, like genuinely. I really like the horns in that. I really like the horns in that, and I really like the claps in that. Oh, the part where the piano came in too, though, the piano was really, really nice. This was just I don't know, like the upbeatiness of this song, the way that it made me feel. And again, I feel like this is so suited to being like a song that you can find in a movie. I can almost see it, not necessarily like a montage scene, but even like, let's say, you could probably even see it towards the end. You can see it at the end or the beginning of a movie. But like the way that I'm picturing this, in this very specific scenario, I'm like imagining some form of maybe not necessarily a children's movie, but I can kind of see, let's say, I guess it doesn't even have to be like a children's movie, but like think of a scene where the main, like one of the main characters, right, are they've like figured out something for themselves with this other person. So let's put it into the perspective of a relationship, right? So let's say the two main leads, you can visualize whoever the hell it is for you, but two of the main leads, they've been like conjuring up this romance, like this love for each other. Maybe it started out like not so much like that, but over the course of the movie it's kind of been building up like that. There was some huge conflict that happened to where they ended up separating, and then one of the main characters who kind of like quote unquote messed up kind of realized things for themselves and kind of went to chase after the person that they'd been building up this relationship with over the course of the movie. And so the person that they're chasing after, they're like on their way to the airport to take a flight to some like faraway country. I guess you could say it like that. Or they're like taking a flight to another state or something like that. Like something in their life has changed and they're like, oh, I need to change, they're leaving. So the main character's chasing after them. They're like going through traffic or something like that. And you just have this montage of them trying to get to the airport to like stop this person from getting on the plane. That's just kind of what was going through my head. That's the scenario I built up for myself while listening to this, because I could see this playing like throughout the entirety of the scene, and then the music kind of like slowly fading out once they actually reach the airport and find the person that they're looking for. The song makes me want to watch a movie, bro. I'm telling you, it does. It's so good. It's such a feel good song. I do think I like this. I feel like my impression of it is a bit stronger than that of how it was with Love Splash when I listened to it for the first time. And I think because of that, I'm gonna put Get Up and Dance above Love Splash in this ranking for myself. Yeah, I like that too much on this song. I have four other songs on this album to get through. So let me go ahead and add this to the playlist it needs to go into. Again, I'm going to take another look at the credits, and then I will be back with you guys for the next song on the album. Okay, I have added Get Up and Dance to the playlist it's needed to go into. I've also taken a look at the writing creds, and I did see that Joy does have writing creds on Get Up and Dance. See, this is why I like to take a look at the credits just in case we do have cases like that, and it seemed like her name was pretty high up on the list, so I'm going to assume that she probably took a pretty big part in that, so that was really cool to see. But now, we are moving on to the next song on the album. We're going to be taking a look at Vie En Bleu. That's going to be really nice. I wonder if it's going to be like a soft song. But yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. Vie En Bleu. That's, what the fuck? That scared the hell. Alright, look. What is this about to be? The voicemail sound? Yeah. And her voice? My goodness. Wow. A guitar, bro. Bro, Joy's voice is so damn sweet. I love it. There's something about it. Yeah. Nah, bro, cause I feel like I've been playing with. It's like these little sounds, or like this. I don't know if it's a voice sample or what keeps dropping in, and then I'm thinking that it's about to like switch up on me and go into some form of like a trap like beat, and it gets me every single time. Cause like what? I'm like the whistle though. Ooh, the piano. Ooh. I don't even know where to go back to, bro. I don't know where to go back to. hell was it? Yeah, bass? Oh my gosh, it was underneath it. Okay, there's a lot going on. Stop. Like, it is what it is, bro. I keep pausing this. It's not my intention to pause. It's my intention to rewind. But I pause trying to like get out of this. Like, stop bass, bro. You have these vocal samples that just pop in. The way she said that, play it again. I love it. The whistle? Wow. The my. Again though. Just that's how the rapper from her too though. I'm very inclined to say that this is my favorite song on the album so far. I feel so inclined. There's so much going on. It's such a dynamic song. Like, it's so interestingly produced. I'm like leaning towards this being my favorite song right now, but I'm like, I gotta listen to the rest of it. There's like so many fun sounds going on, man. And then that too? Oh my gosh. She's so good. It's so good. I love what she says that. It's so cute. I'm sorry, go back. I ain't go back far enough. Wow, her voice is gorgeous. This is such a fun song. I think I like this even more. I think? Oh, I don't know now. No, all those songs going on. Come on. A bass there. No, she's killing it. This might be my favorite. This might be my favorite song on the album. I can't decide, but this might be my favorite song on the album. I might have to go back and listen to Get Up and Dance again. But for now, I'm gonna put La Vie En Bleu on top of Get Up and Dance. Oh, that was just such a fun bro, her voice on this one too. I love the moments when she was speaking French. It was so cute. I love the way that she said, oh my gosh. She said it. No, because there were so many sounds going on in that also. I'm a whore for a whistle. So You put a whistle in the song, like whistling in the song. You got me essentially. But there were just so many sounds going on. I feel like that there was voice manipulation at one point, but I know it felt like there was a bit of a voice sample that kept just randomly popping in every so often. You had sound of the piano was gorgeous, but I feel like you had horns a bit more towards the end. You might have had at the start of the song too. Her voice in this, again, she also had like a little bit of a rap part in this too. That was really nice to hear. There was so much going on with this song, but I like that about it. It's like, even though there was a lot going on, it all somehow worked and fit together in a way that I wouldn't have been able to imagine. Like you could have given me all of these separate sounds and would have been like, do something with it, and I couldn't have done that. I'd have been like, I don't know what the hell this is going to sound like. I'd be like, what the hell is this? And what the hell is this? And how is this supposed to make this? Like, I wouldn't have been able to do that. But the fact that all of these sounds are in here, it's so fun, bro. And I love that. I love the way she's singing on this. I love, and again, with a title like Vie En Bleu and Joy's voice, I knew, like, come on, bro. Like, you think of like a French type of song, like something a bit airy in the way that this, like, think of a French song that makes you feel the way this song does, and it's easy to like pictures. My goodness, picture Joy's voice on top of it. Her voice is just great in general, but to like have her voice on the track like this, and one that's so like just large, and it's large in its playfulness, maybe. Again, there is a playfulness to this, and it could just be because there's a lot going on, but it doesn't feel like it's too much. It's almost as if like the song is carrying you with it, and it's, I don't know. I don't know. I just really really like it though. It's such a great song. I think I'm gonna place it above Get Up and Dance for now. So currently our ranking is gonna be La Vie En Bleu, Get Up and Dance, Love Splash. But I do think that at the very end I might go back and listen to La Vie En Bleu and Get Up and Dance again, and we'll kind of see which one is on top. Unless one of these next 3 songs like overthrows just every single song that I have ranked so far. But that's how I think it's gonna be. But yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and add La Vie En Bleu to the playlist I used to go into. I'm gonna take a look at the writing credits, and then I will be back with you guys for the next song on the album. Okay, I've added La Vie En Bleu to the playlist it's needed to go into. I've also taken a look at the credits. I did not see any writing credits from Joy on that one, but again, it's always fine. I just like to check those things to see. But now we are on to the next song on the album, which is Unwritten Page. I'm not gonna hold you any longer. Let us go. That already sounds gorgeous.
조심히 다가가 이름을 불러보면 날 알아볼까 조금 먼 미래에 너란 사실 말하고.
That piano, just immediately, yes. Oh my goodness.
조심히 다가가 이름을 불러보면 날 알아볼까 조금 먼 미래에 너란 사실 말하고 나면
Wow, dude. This might rank high just from her voice alone. I'm not even.
조금 먼 미래에 너란 사실 말하고 나면 믿어줄까 많이 힘든 하루를 알고
Wow, bro.
혼자 걷고 혼수는
Oh.
한 장씩 펼쳐져 나를 울려 이제는 알고 있어 어린 날의 너랑.
I don't know why, but for some reason, hearing a song like this, I don't know much in regards to like the individual members of Red Velvet. I mean, I feel like I know some maybe more than others, but Joy for sure, I don't know much about besides her voice. And so I'm not familiar with the type of music that she likes really. I know that she had the remake album of the songs that she did previously, which is why this is her first mini album, whereas the other one was more so like her redoing songs that were already a thing. And while you had songs like Hello and a few other ones that I know that she redid, I feel like listening to these songs, for some reason, they make sense to me as to like who it is that Joy is. And this song makes the most sense to me. I don't know why. Maybe it might not even be the case at all. Maybe this is just like something different that she decided to do. And you guys who are fans would know that more than me. But for some reason when I hear this, it just feels right. There's something about it that just feels absolutely right to me. Maybe it's just her voice suiting it so well. I'm also just gonna turn the music down just a tattest a bit, not too much. Just so that you can hear me a bit better. Maybe you're hearing me too much. I love this piano, bro. Layer vocal. The voice in the background too. The echo. I think this part of the song is my favorite. It's a song that you would dance to. I don't even know what this song is talking about, but again, I already have the scene setting itself up in my head. I could see this in a movie too. I could see it in a movie too, and I'll give you that scene at the very end of the song. Oh man. Not far enough back. Not far back enough. Nah, her voice there, man. Oh my god. Her voice, bro. I don't even... I don't even know where I want to place this song, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't know where I want to place this. It's such a gorgeous song, and her voice carried it. And I love her voice. So that's where I'm conflicted. Like I said, when it started, I was like, this might place high just from like her voice alone, bro. And I still mean that. I'm like, where do I want to place this? The instrumental did a great job in highlighting her voice here. You had the piano. I want to say strings came in at some point too. I want to say that we also had like a bit of bass in there. It felt like it, but I could be wrong. And then there were like voices of hers that had a bit of a filter on it that you would hear in the background. Oh my gosh. I said that I was going to tell you the scene that was kind of playing in my head. Again, another movie. This one's quite obvious. It's a very not even really waltzy type of song. I don't know that the waltz is exactly the dance that I'm looking for. But think of maybe, okay. Let's say, you know, we're gonna keep the same scenario, the same movie going. The two love interests in this movie, right? They're not fully there with their love, but they're developing this love, right? And this is kind of like the beginning stages of that love. This is almost like the scene where they, again, I don't know what the song is talking about. It could be sad as hell. I wouldn't know. But this is the scene that came to mind. This is like the scene where they both realize that there's more than just friendly or like just friendly feelings towards each other. That their feelings may lean more towards that of being romantic, and so they're kind of in this abandoned part. Hold on, it's not scary. This isn't a scary movie at all. This is a romance, and this is a romance movie. They're in this abandoned part. This is like a place where one of the main characters kind of usually goes. The park is still it's abandoned, but it's still being maintained by like some of the people within the neighborhood, um, just for the sake of it. But no one really goes there anymore. And so, well, I guess is it really abandoned if it's still being upkept? I don't know. How would you describe something being abandoned? Either way, there's still some form of an upkeep. Or maybe like the person who loves going there, they're the one who's upkeeping it, right? But no one else goes there. And there's like this fountain. There's a fountain there in the middle. And the main character who goes to this place to think and to hang out and to just unwind, they're showing the other main character, a person who they're developing this relationship with, this space. This song would play when these two, for whatever reason, end up like just dancing together, like around or playing around this fountain that's in the middle of this abandoned park that's being upkept. I don't know. I could just see it. They're just like laughing and having the greatest of times. And then at the very end, they just kind of come together. They look into each other's eyes. They don't kiss. Because obviously, in these types of movies, you don't kiss until like 45 minutes to an hour into the movie. But it's like there's this realization that happens for the both of them when they look into each other's eyes, and then they just kind of like let go of each other's hands, and they're like embarrassed at the end. That's just what was playing in my head for that. I don't know, man. I love these types of songs. They're allowing me to like be creative and to create these scenarios for myself. It's so fun for me. I like that. In terms of its placement, I still don't know. On one hand, I almost feel like I would listen to Love Splash more than this one, just as like a song in and of itself, regardless of how Unwritten Page made me feel, as a song that I would listen to constantly. I don't know how often it would be compared to Love Splash, but for her voice alone, I almost want to rank it high. But I'm going to take into account how often I would listen to it. If I'm going off of just her voice alone, it would go above Love Splash. But I think in terms of a song that I would find myself, and this could very well change once I like start listening to her album more after having listened to it the first time. But I think for now, while I would love to rank this higher, and I feel like it should rank higher, I'm going to put Unwritten Page at the bottom. I think so. Yeah. I think that's how that's gonna go. So our ranking right now for the album is Vie En Bleu, Get Up and Dance, Love Splash, and Unwritten Page. Which, again, Unwritten Page feels like it doesn't belong there. But again, I need to take into account how often of a song it is that I would listen to. And I do think that Love Splash might end up being a song that I listen to more than that one. And so, that being said, while her voice is gorgeous, and I love that song, and while it may be sad as hell, I have no idea, because again, I don't know what the lyrics are saying. I don't know, it made me feel nice on the inside. It felt lovely for me. And that being said, I'm going to go ahead and add Unwritten Page to the playlist it needs to go into. I'm going to take a look at the writing credits again, and then I'm going to move on to the next song on the album. Okay, I have added Unwritten Page to the playlist it needed to go to. I've also taken a look at the writing credits, and on Unwritten Page as well. Joy has writing credits on that, so nice one to her. That being said, though, we're going to go and move on to the next song on the album, which is Scent of Green. I heard, like, the quickest of snippets when I, like, switched to this song, so I'm curious to see what this one's about to sound like. Again, Scent of Green, let's go. Ooh, is that rain? Ooh. This was it. This was it was a bit more funky than I realized it was about to go into, but the way that started is crazy. Let's listen to that again. Oh. Wow.
쌀과일 닮은 향기 땀이 밴 네 손
The
전부
claps.
서툴러도 왠지 좋았던 그 기억 그 계절에
None.
만난 넌 씹어 그 계절에 만난 넌 쉽게 맘을 데웠고 난 감정에 서툴러
Her voice though, man.
거의 다 버린 그때 물든 눈빛 웃음소리 맞닿은 온기 함께 찾던 별빛 새벽 공기 온통 여름빛 그때 우리 나의
Her voice, again, maybe I can't even say that it's like so fitting to the song too. I think that her voice is just very versatile. I think her voice works quite well with a lot of different genres of music. So maybe I like to hear it in this, sir. The claps, man, they get me every time.
짙은 모기 향처럼 그 열기 속에서 나를 태워낸 밤도 눅눅해도 뜨겁던 세상을 가졌지 물든 눈빛 웃음소리 맞닿은 온기 너와 함께 찾던 별빛 새벽 공기 온통 여름빛 그때 우리 내 여름 가장 뜨거웠던 빛
Oh, you can see we're getting like rapper joy, bro.
어떤 말도 모자란 것 같지 난
Essential.
우리 매일은 싱그러웠던 페이지에 그 향기처럼 You and me 그 여름을
Look at the way that came in, bro. Oh my goodness.
어떤 말도 모자란 것
Right.
같지 난 그날에도 우리 매일은
Yeah, that switch up.
싱그러웠던
Oh,
페이지에 그 향기처럼 You and me 그 여름을
that was nice. I really liked it. The twinkle.
여름이 되었고
Oh, her voice here. Wow.
반짝였던 이유
Okay, let me replay that part. That was really nice.
싱그러웠던 페이지에
I feel like kind of starting from this part of the song to the end is kind of my favorite.
내 여름이 되었고
Yeah.
반짝였던 이유 물든 눈빛 웃음소리 그때 우리가 함께 온 세상이 온 계절이 노란 여름빛 내 그때 우리
Her ad-libs, man. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. Okay. I actually did find myself enjoying that song, but oddly enough, oops, sorry, I keep hitting the microphone. Oddly enough, and I think it's because of two things actually. The first one being, I think right now, in this very moment in time, like at this very current stage in which I am listening to this song, it's not a sound that I want at the moment. While it is a nice sound, and again, I feel like Joy's voice fits like so many different genres of music, so I feel like her voice is quite fitting to this sound too. It's not a sound that I'm looking for at the moment. So it's like the second thing is about to tie into that. when this song came in, I'm gonna play it again. I thought that it was gonna go in a completely different direction, which is why I was almost like immediately ready to be like, this is my number one song on the album. Before it kind of like took a bit of a funkier turn. And here's why. Honestly, with the way this started, and it's hold on. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, I wish I could make this sound because I'm just gonna sound silly. But it was like the hold on. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. And it's when that part goes in. I was just thinking that it was gonna take a different turn, and in a way, because it didn't take that and it went a bit into the funky beat, I was like, to some degree, I was slightly disappointed, even though I really enjoyed the song. But again, that's because of myself. While this isn't a song that I dislike, I definitely, there was a point in time where we got a bit too much of the sound, and while I have been coming back around to this sound in this very moment in time while I'm listening to this album, it's not because it's not a sound that I wish to listen to. And again, while this may not be that much of a fair, I guess, assessment, I can only go based I can only base my ranking off of like my first listen to these songs really. And so, um while I did enjoy her voice, while I did enjoy the instrumental, even though it was a bit funkier, I do think that even compared to like the other songs on the album, I it's not even that I didn't like it. I just preferred the other songs on the album more in this very moment than I did this one. And because of that, I am going to find myself putting this in last place. Again, these things are always subject to change. This is just like first listen type of rankings. Things like this always change. Obviously, the more I listen to the song, the more things I may catch, and then I may also find myself in like a mood and a space to where I'm a bit more receptive to this type of sound. But I think in this very moment in time, I'm not as much. I know you have like Get Up and Dance, but even Get Up and Dance was different from the sound and Scent of Green, and so because of that, I'm going to rank Scent of Grain at the bottom. But again, it's not because I dislike the song, it's just not a sound that I wish to listen to in this very moment in time. So that I am still going to add this to a playlist though. I'm going to add this to my K-pop only playlist because I do think that in the moments in which I am in the mood for this type of sound, it'll be nice to hear it because it's Joy's voice and it's really well produced. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and add Scent of Green to my K-pop only playlist. I'm going to take a look at the credits and I will be back with you guys for the last song on the album. Okay, we're now on to the final song of the album. I did add Scent of Green to the playlist I needed to go into, and I did take a look at the writing credits. Joy did not have writing credits on that one, which again, absolutely fine. I just like to take a look at those things. But yeah, we're now going into the final song of the album, Cuddle, and we're just gonna go and jump right into it. Cuddle, Joy, let's go. I'm excited. Curious to see what this one's gonna. Oh, a bit slower, perhaps. Piano Man. Already giving K-drama. I'm not making a scene for this one. Probably. Her voice is so sweet, man. I gotta listen to that again. Sorry.
내 맘에
The piano's gorgeous,
소나기가 올
bro.
때 커다란 우산이 되어 주었던
And I think that's all we're getting
날
to with her
붙잡아준
voice.
두 손, 그 온기
That's
여전해 불어오는 저 바람에도 잔잔한 바다가 되어준 네 마음을 난 기억해 나도
Yeah.
몰래
that piano's insane.
것만
Her
같아
voice too,
내
obviously.
맘이 너에게로 물들어가 깨어나고 싶지 않은 꿈처럼 포근하게 다가왔던 그대야 문득 슬퍼 보인 눈이 내 마음에 걸려 한 걸음 더 다가가고 싶어
Thank you for giving me a reason to rewind. I was about to pause it anyways. But can someone tell me if Joy plays piano at all? Because I feel like it would be amazing to like kind of see her or have her do a performance where she's just sitting at the piano and playing this while singing. That would be amazing.
왔던 그대야
That's if she does play.
문득 슬퍼
Or can play.
보인 눈이 내 마음에 걸려 한 걸음 더 다가가고 싶어
Her voice though.
나도 몰래 툭 터져 버릴 것만 같아 내 맘이 너에게로 물들어가 깨어나고 싶지 않은 꿈처럼 포근하게 다가왔던 그대의
I love. Wow, bro. That's a hell of a way to end this album. That was a gorgeous way to end this album. The fact, literally, all we had was her voice in that piano, and that was all we needed for that song. That was all we needed for that song. That was stunning. That was stunning. Her voice did it all. There's nothing for me to explain there. We had a piano, we had her voice. Both sounded amazing. Put them together. I don't know what else you're expecting. That was gorgeous, man. Honestly, I genuinely think I might just. Ooh, do I put that above Unwritten Page, or is that the same? Okay. So what I'm gonna do, because we are on the last song of the album, I'm gonna add Cuddle to the playlist it needs to go into. I'm also gonna take a look at the writing creds, and also while I am doing that in that same time, where obviously you're not seeing me in the video, I'm going to re-listen to a couple of songs to kind of solidify what my ranking for this album is going to be. That'll give me a chance to kind of see if whether or not I like Unwritten Page more or Cuddle more, or if honestly they're just on the same page, on the same level for me. Not the same page, the same level for me. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you guys in a second with my final thoughts and the final ranking of the album. Okay, I have added Cuddle to the playlist it needs to go into, and I take a look at the writing creds. She does not have the writing creds on Cuddle, which again is fine. I like to reiterate myself when I say these things because people tend to kind of jump through the songs, and so just in case they happen to hear this, I like to say this over and over again. Again, having no writing creds on a song is absolutely fine. I just like to check those things just in case an artist does write on their song, and I like to give credit for that. But yeah, we are now back. I have my final ranking for the album. I'm now unsure as to what my original ranking was, but I don't think it's really changed. What we have here is we have Vie En Bleu, that stayed on top for me. I really, really like that song. There was, again, a lot going on with it, but it worked, and I really like that. We have Get Up and Dance. Now, Get Up and Dance is number two, but it is very well interchangeable with my number three, which is Love Splash. I think those two are about the same, but I gave the slight edge to Get Up and Dance. There's just something about it that made me feel a bit more than I did on my first listen of Love Splash. But both are really, really great. And again, I would probably listen to the both of them about the same amount. My number four is Unwritten Page. My number five is Cuddle. And my number six, which is the last one, is Scent of Green. Now, I think, again, I did a quick jump through of Scent of Green, and I still felt the same way. It wasn't a sound that I was really wanting to listen to at this very moment in time, but maybe later down the line when I do find myself wanting to listen to that sound, it could very well end up being interchangeable with any, like, with the songs above it, like Cuddle and Unwritten Page. But I think for now, Scent of Green is kind of in the last for me. But yeah, I had a great time listening to this album. I didn't know what to expect from Joy, but for some reason these songs just felt right when listening to them. It does give her vibe to me. I don't know much about her, if anything at all, but this felt right, and I really, really found myself enjoying this. I have some songs that I've added to some playlists that hopefully will, technically to some degree, I do think that some of these are going to end up in the regular rotation. But I look forward to listening to a lot of these songs, and I had a really, really great time. Again, my reaction to the music video, as well as the, I want to say, live stage practice is what it's called. I can't quite remember the exact title of it, but it's something along the lines of that. I can't remember if I put those in separate videos or the same video, but that should already be posted to the okay, let me slow down. That should already be posted to the channel by the time you see this. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely go ahead and check that out. Again, if you found yourself enjoying anything in this video or this first listen or whatever it is that you want to call it, anything at all, definitely do the cringy YouTuber thingies of like, commenting, and or subscribing. Any one of the three, it is helpful to me. And me saying this sometimes works. Thank you again to Joy, the other writers, producers, and all of that on this album. I had a fantastic time. Everyone did a great job. For this to be her first mini album, man, she did fantastic. Joy has an amazing voice, man. She really does. She does such a great job, and I enjoyed myself with this one. But yeah, again, gonna go ahead and wrap this up, and I hope to see you guys around.